Hey everybody, it is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading today, everybody. The reading is called Stay With Me, and we are going to find out your person's thoughts and feelings, okay? And for pile number 1, we have the pineapple. For pile number 2, we have the cherries. And for pile number 3, we have the orange. And you can go directly to the description box below to find your pile timestamp. Thank you so much for your patronage and watching my channel. I really do appreciate it. I am open for personal readings, both tarot and natal chart readings, and you can find more details about that in the description box below. So let's go ahead and get into it. Let's do it. Okay. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. You chose the pineapple, and today's reading is called Stay With Me, Their Thoughts and Feelings, okay? And I was just listening to that song by Sam Smith called Stay With Me. Maybe some of you guys know it or have heard it. It's kind of on my mind, so I thought, yep. Let's do a reading on that. Let's go ahead and get into it today, everybody. Okay, one of the other pile choices is an orange, and I just keep getting the orange in pile number 1, so maybe you just listen to pile number 3, or you are trying to decide between pile number 1 and pile number 3. Anyway, let's go ahead. Okay, I just got cotton ball or cotton swab, so maybe someone is using that right now. And I'm getting an electric razor, or somebody who is like shaving or doing some type of thing with an electric razor, doing some type of like hair removal treatment is what I am seeing. And I just got the word pink bunny as well, pink bunny, okay? So let's go ahead and see, maybe you had a toy pink bunny. Okay, I'm also seeing light sky blue fingernails, or somebody who has blue fingernails right now. Let's go ahead, and it's going like this with their fingers, so it must look good. Let's go ahead and see. For my pile number 1s, Stay With Me. I also just got the name Charlie. That could be the name of somebody's pet, uncle, whoever. If you know someone with that name, let's go ahead and get into it and see. For my pile number 1s, Stay With Me, Their Thoughts and Feelings, please. All right. Here we go. All right. We have the star card on the bottom of the deck. Lovely. And that card really does have the vibe of stay with me, because you're all I need. So let's go ahead and see what you guys, you have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Death card, okay? We have the King of Cups. Very romantic King of Cups, and the Empress. Oh my goodness. Wow. Pile number 1, you have an admirer. And, you know, I think at times love hasn't always, like, you know, you might have been used to being alone for a while, or you might have gone through a phase where things actually, like, before they could even get started, they were struck down. Okay, and I feel like some of you here could have just said, you know what, I'm just gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on loving myself. I'm gonna focus on, you know, my truth. I'm putting the past behind me. I don't want anything to do with the past anymore. And I'm gonna focus on taking care of myself, okay? And it's so funny because she's wearing this beautiful pink gown, and I said pink bunny there. Very pretty feet too, as well. Somebody has like really pretty feet and really pretty hands, I feel, pile number 1. And, you know, I feel like your guys' emotions run deep as well. Pile number 1, you are an emotional person and a deep person, but I also just feel like you're too, you know, you're too like lush and beautiful to kind of settle for things that are less than fruitful, you know? And, but I do feel you have a very strong admirer here, okay? And the King of Cups in the tarot represents Pisces. So this could, somebody here could be a Pisces. We also have Aquarius with the Star card right here, Scorpio with the Death card. And, there's been some changes. There's been some changes. And I feel like you're, still waters run deep. But I feel like your waters haven't been that still, pile number 1 with the Death card, okay? Like I feel like if you leave the door open to people and you leave the door open to new opportunity and to getting to know someone new, but I also feel like if they misstep or they do anything wrong, you're quick to cut a bitch off, okay? Or a jerk or whoever. You're quick to cut someone off if they're not, if they're not behaving appropriately, okay? And, but I do feel like somebody has got the feels, is in the feels for you. Pile number 1, somebody's burning for you. So let's see what else we've got here. And I feel like this person's saying, don't shut me out as well with the Ace of Pentacles and the Death card. And they're maybe hoping that they didn't say anything to kind of turn you off. And they're saying like, don't shut me out or don't kick me to the curb because I'm trying to holler at you, girl or boy, whoever's watching this reading. Okay, so let's go ahead and see. Wow, we have Sexy Back is your song by Justin Timberlake. Your song is, and that's very much like the Death card, okay? I'm bringing sexy back. You motherfuckers watch how I attack. If that's your girl, better watch your back because you're burning up for me, and that's a fact. That's so funny. I just said this person is burning for you. And yeah, this person is like, I'm bringing sexy back. And they're trying to talk to you, but I don't know. You guys have a little bit of an attitude, I think. Let's see what else we have. We have Ascendant and Entrance. Okay. This person wants to get your attention. They're trying to. They're like, please pay attention to me. I really want to talk to you. Okay, let's see what else we have here. We have Debilitated and Discomfort coming out underneath you guys here. You're like, yeah, I don't know. And I feel like, some of you with the Death card and the Ace of Pentacles, you may be saying, it's just a little bit too soon. And some of you could have come from a place of like, hey, I just kind of like, ended something, or I just kind of like put the brakes on something. And I don't know if I'm really like super comfortable with, so-and-so coming up to me and trying to talk to me. I just got Bob Dylan as well. Maybe somebody here likes Bob Dylan or is into that style or whatever. But anyway, pile number 1, I feel like, this person's like, give me a chance to kind of show you that I'm like worth your time. And I feel like, you guys are like, hey, I'm looking for change. I'm looking for stability, but I'm also looking for change. And I don't know if I'm in the mood is what I feel like. I don't know if you guys are in the mood. All right. And I feel like with the King of Cups here, somebody trying to confess their feelings to you, or somebody trying to talk to you, or somebody trying to get with you, and you're just like uncomfortable with it, or you're just like, yeah, I don't know. Okay. And you're like, I'm not going to offer my fire to just anybody. Like, I do feel you guys are being more picky. I do feel like you guys are, and it's interesting because the Empress is associated with the Hebrew letter Dalet, which means door. So the Empress is like the door to the fertile kingdom, but you have your back to this King of Cups, and this King of Cups with the Death card here could come with some, like, I don't know what I want to say, come with some like, I don't want, not bells and whistles. I mean, they may come with some bells and whistles. They're trying to bring sexy back, but they may come with some baggage. Okay, you may have some baggage, they may have some baggage. All right, and so let's see what else we have here. And I get it, you know, timing is a factor. Timing can definitely be a factor in relationships. We have waiting here with Capricorn, okay? So somebody, I mean, I feel like you guys are like, I don't have all day, you know, to like wait around, you know? And I feel like maybe in the past you tried that, or you did that a lot, or you waited, or you felt like you were the one responsible for, like, you know, bringing the connection together. And look at this fire behind them. Okay, somebody has big hands too, I feel like. And you know, this person's waiting for a kiss from you, pile number one. Okay, and they're waiting to spend some time with you by the fireplace. Okay, or they're waiting to hold you close or pull you close, or to tell you how they're feeling, or to whisper in your ear, or to, you know, caress you, whatever they got going on over here, pile number one, you know. And the death card is not a card of everything. The death card is a very active card, okay? It represents Scorpionic energy, and the ancient ruler of Scorpio is, of course, Mars. So it's not like sitting on its butt. I do feel like this person kind of wants to take you out, or they kind of want to be active and make something happen here and make an overture. I do feel underneath these feelings, this person has quite a bit of, you know, deep desire for you. I mean, I just don't know. You're giving off, maybe you're a little uncomfortable by expressions of intensity right now, pile number one, because of, you know, with the star card here, you could be being a little bit detached. And I love the star card and the Empress and everything, but, you know, I mean, I don't know. You guys, like, I feel like you guys need to be comfortable. And you know what? The Empress represents like feeling comfortable and feeling safe and feeling at home. And like, we're the ones that let people in, right? Like, no one is gonna force their way in. That's not appropriate. And you don't do that to the Empress. You know, you ask for her hand, or you ask, you know, knock on the door and say, hey, you know, can I come in? Because I feel like anybody who's too pushy or too up in your face right now might be a little bit too much. And I do feel like with this King of Cups, this person is trying to be sensitive towards that, okay? And they're trying to like intuitively pick up on where you're at. And because you guys may have unintentionally given off a little bit of a vibe that you were kind of cold, or you were kind of like, maybe not like, you know, I feel like this person underneath it with the Death card and the Ace of Pentacles is really wanting to come on strong, okay? Like, they're wanting to, like, sexually and, you know, physically, because the Ace of Pentacles is a very, you know, it's a very physical expression of earth and, you know, something grounded in reality. So it's like, this person's really wanting to show you like what's up and show you that they can get that fire burning and that passion going. But I don't know, if you don't feel comfortable, then this person, you may reject them, or you may decide, nah, you know. And I see card 35 here, so somebody could be 35 or in their 30s here. We have banned, sleeping on the couch, and kicked out. Okay, well, if somebody's trying to keep the home fires burning with you here, pile number one, they're not doing the best job of it, okay? And, you know, it's like, if I told you once, I told you twice, you know, fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice, shame on me, that whole thing, okay? And this person, I mean, it's called Stay With Me, okay? The reading is called Stay With Me because you're all I need, all right? But you banned this person and kicked them out or made them sleep on the couch, okay? Because maybe you just weren't comfortable with the pace of things either, right? Because the Ace of Pentacles is like one step at a time, you know, carve out your path one step at a time. Keep it chill, okay? And the Death card is extremely intense. So we've got two different paces. We've got two different things going on. This person like waiting or patiently waiting, or maybe wanting to spend the night with you, or wanting to stay over, or wanting you to actually stay over at their house. But it's like, yeah, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet, you know? And I get it. You know, you've got a lot of windows and doors into your soul, but a direct door into pile number one is not something you're going to give away that easy, I feel. Pile number one, okay? We have here sharing tales of love and romance. Okay, now, I mean, I'm all for people sharing their tales of romance, okay? This is Black Moon Lilith with Gemini. But I also feel like, you know, sometimes people tell stories or say things and it kind of rubs someone the wrong way. You know what I mean? And, you know, this person's humor or this person's, I think the way they might have approached you from the beginning, maybe you didn't like it that much, pile number one. I mean, yeah, sharing tales of love and romance. Like some people, I don't know, some people are more kiss and tell or like to kind of brag about their conquests a little bit, okay? Or think it's funny or whatever. Like somebody, I don't know. I feel like maybe this person overshared with you, okay? Or tried to push things a little bit too far, maybe, pile number one with this Death card. Maybe was like sharing things, or maybe you were sharing things with them. Whatever happened, it does look like, you know, it does look like somebody might have taken something the wrong way. You may have taken something the wrong way, pile number one. Like maybe you were fine in one moment of talking to this person, but then all of a sudden the conversation got a little weird or it felt a little off and you were just like, yeah, I don't know if I like what you're implying, or I don't know if I like what you're insinuating, okay? So that could be kind of, and I feel like this person's like, oh, I didn't mean anything by it, you know, trying to come to the entrance here with the Ascendant and the King of Cups, like trying to open up a new, you know, passage or a new story with you. But I don't know. I feel like somebody's sense of humor may have been a little bit off here. Wow. We have card number 22 and love. Okay. This person is trying to get into your heart. Pile number one. They really are trying to get into your heart. And I think they're excited, you know, which is kind of why maybe they back themselves into a little bit of a corner here. They're, you know, in the Death card, we see the sun coming up in the background. So I feel like this person is saying, hey, you know, give me a second chance. My intentions are actually pure. I actually do care. I'm actually like trying to get to know you and find out more about you, or find out more about like what you like or who you're into, or like what is, you know, what do you like? Like, do you like sharing tales and fantasies of love and romance? Okay, so trying to get to know you on a more intimate level. Pile number one may make you feel a little bit uncomfortable is what I'm getting. I don't know why I just heard heavens to Betsy. Maybe somebody had a family member or somebody that said heavens to Betsy. Ay, ay, ay. Look at the Seven of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Just a lot of work. I mean, relationships are a lot of work. And getting into some, you know, intense thing is a lot of work when you're kind of focusing on your own healing journey, you know, pile number one. I mean, I think this person's trying to show you their feelings, and there's trying to, you know, they're knocking on heaven's door, okay? Pile number one's heaven's door. They're trying to, you know, share their feelings. I don't know, though. I don't know how exactly. I mean, you got to be comfortable. And I think that's something you can gauge within yourself, like how comfortable I am with this and how comfortable do I feel about what this person is saying? And you may feel like, well, I think they're just trying to sleep with me. They're like putting on an act or acting like they care, you know, and I think it just takes time. You know, it just takes time and patience with the Empress. You're not going to get anywhere like immediately. You gotta finesse the booty. You know what I'm saying? Pile number one, you gotta finesse the opportunity. This person needs to finesse it, okay? So let's go ahead and see. They're trying. I feel like they're saying, I'm trying, you know. Let's get one card of advice for my pile number ones as we close the reading. What is the advice here for, okay, there we go. All right, pile number one. What's the last word here? Okay, enthusiasm, self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality, success. I mean, this is very much like an Empress type of a thing, you know, self-expression, inspiring other people, success, sharing, and a positive response, okay? So, I mean, I feel like this person's trying to elicit a positive response in you by coming through as self-confident, trying to bring sexy back, trying to be expressive with the King of Cups. Hey, I'm trying to express. I don't want to put too much pressure. I want to flow with it, but I am trying to express, okay? And I mean, I think one thing like for you is I do feel you guys are very creative, and I feel you're normally like quite enthusiastic about your projects and what you're working on and what you're doing. Lately, you may feel, oh, I feel like something's a little missing. But I also just think Spirit's saying, like, think about, like, if you're excited to see someone or you're excited to talk to someone, or, you know, you feel like the interactions with this person inspire you, or like, you know, sharing with this person brings about, you know, creativity and moments of aha and things like this, or like little magical moments, then I feel like it's okay to kind of, you know, turn up the volume a little bit and enjoy like your own self-expression, your own self-confidence. And if you've really been working on this, I feel like it's eliciting a positive response from other people, and therefore you're like attracting more energy into your life, pile number one, like maybe more than you might even be comfortable with. But I also just feel like this is a good thing. Like this change is for the better, whatever you've been working on here. Okay, pile number one. So that is what I am getting for you. If you feel enthusiastic, then go ahead and bring sexy back. If it bores you and it doesn't excite you, then walk the other way. You know what I'm saying, pile number one? And you can go ahead and leave me any comments if you have any in the description box below. I always read all the comments and love all the comments. Let's go ahead and get on with it with pile number two. Okay. Okay. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. I have the cherries here for you, my pile number twos. And as soon as I started getting into your pile, I got the word riverbed, which is the most, you know, I don't know. I mean, I almost said it's the most non-romantic thing. Maybe somebody likes to go on the river, or maybe somebody likes tubing on the river, or maybe somebody is, you know, thinking about a vacation during the summer, but something about a riverbed. I'm like, okay, whatever that means. Maybe someone here had a waterbed back in the day, but pile number two, interesting energy to start out with here. I feel like it's like someone's doing a geographical survey on the sediment in the river or something like that. But anyway, it's like, I don't know where I get this stuff half the time. What's going on with you, pile number two? Let's see what else we have here. Okay, I just heard something about a planned outage. So there could be something going on with electricity where you're at, or the technology where you work, or maybe there was some type of drill or planned outage or something like that. Planned outage. Okay, what else for my pile number 2s? I just got disturbing revelations. So maybe you guys have been, dealing with that too, or people have been confessing all their sins to you lately. But let's go ahead and see for my pile number 2s that shows the cherries, my darlings, okay? So funny. I'm getting people that like to dance in pile number 2 that are like backing it up and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, all right then, pile number 2. Let's go ahead and see. Stay with me. You came here for a particular person. I'm guessing pile number 2. Or maybe you're just here for giggles and shits and giggles, as they say. I haven't said that word forever. But anyway, let's go ahead and see. Stay with me for pile number 2. Their thoughts and feelers. Their thoughts and the feelers. The feelers. Okay. Ooh, all right. Here is the 4 of Pentacles. This person's like, I'm so tired of every day being the same and all these responsibilities. And I'm so tired of feeling like hemmed in, and I want to have more fun in my life. All right. So this person already coming through with that energy. Let's go ahead and we'll get all the cards turned over and then we'll read here. We have the Magician. Lovely. Okay. We have the 7 of Cups. Alrighty then. What portal did I just open? Here's the Queen of Cups. Okay. The Queen of opening portals in pile number 2. All right. Treading around where you shouldn't. Alrighty then. The Queen of Cups and the 7 of Wands. Okay. I like it. This person, I feel like this person is like, do not mess with pile number 2. All right. I do feel like there is someone coming through in your reading, pile number 2, that's highly protective of you, that knows like, what a sensitive and intense person you are. And somebody here, I feel like this person is talking about the qualities in you that they like, or that we have the 2 7s here. So we have 7 7, and then the Magician, somebody here may be like 7 7 7, that type of thing. But I feel like what this person is saying, like what you offer the world is like so badass, and you're really, I feel like this person's like, you're really kicking ass, and you really sometimes don't always know your power. I feel like this person is saying, and this person could be athletic. They may want to, like, I kind of feel you and this person are a little bit opposite. Okay, I feel like you could be more mystical or more like woo-woo, and this person could be more like aggressive or assertive, or they could be more like, just more on it maybe, or more having a lot of pressures in the material world. I'm hearing, I wish you knew what you wanted, girl, like that. Okay, like somebody who, and I realize not everyone who is watching this is a girl or identifies with that, but I am getting a message from somebody that's like, I wish you knew what you wanted, girl, because you're frustrating me, girl. Okay, so somebody may talk like that or be like that. Okay, and I do feel like this person's a little frustrated because you've kind of been down the rabbit hole of your own existence lately. And I feel like they're saying, I wish I knew like what you were thinking with the Magician. Okay. I feel like they're saying with the 7 of Cups and the Magician, I wish I knew like how you feel about me. I feel like they feel that your feelings about them may be variable at times, and that, some of you here may be very creative, or, you may be very like witchy or spiritual or tapped into like your ancestors and your culture is also what I'm getting here with the Queen of Cups. Okay. And I do feel like with the Magician, some of you here who have been going through a complete reset or a big change in your life. And I feel like this person is saying, like, you don't realize sometimes the power that you have or the control that you have and over them or over life. Okay. And they're like, you know, they're saying it in kind of a cute way, but they're like, don't play like Miss Innocent or Mr. Innocent or whatever. Don't play like that, you know, like, no, 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 don't fuck with my heart. Okay. Horrible rendition of, you know, Fergie Ferg of the Black Eyed Peas. No, 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 don't fuck with my heart. I mean, I also feel like this person thinks that you're like chaotic good. For those of you that play D&D or do role playing, I'm getting like chaotic good or chaotic neutral for those of you that know what I'm talking about. But I just feel like this person's like, you know, you've got a different personality or a different way of seeing things for every day of the week, and your moods and your visions of what you see and what you want, I feel like are constantly changing. And, you know, you really keep me on my toes, and you really keep me like, you know, you really keep me up on ya is what I feel like they're saying. Okay. And I feel like they're kind of like, I hope nobody like, you know, I hope nobody tries to move in on you, or I hope nobody tries to get with you, or I hope nobody tries to like, I'm getting a protective energy. For some of you, this could be a friend that like deeply cares about you or has a crush on you, or you've known this for a long time. Okay. I feel like this is someone you already know, or somebody that knows you, or, you know, it's interesting because I feel like this person is saying, yeah, I think I know you, but like you're changing all the time. So do you know you, or do I know you? I mean, they may be with the 7 of Cups, this person may be a little bit confused. And I do feel like with the Magician, like they're trying, but I also feel like with the infinity sign, with the Magician, they're saying, I'm not going anywhere. I hope you're not going anywhere either. Like, you know, they'd like to keep some momentum going in this connection. But I also feel they're a little frustrated because they're like, I can't be the only one like keeping the momentum going. Okay. And, you know, I do feel like some of you have been like very contemplative. You may be like, I'm getting like telling stories, or, you know, doing like a life review, maybe needing to kind of take a trip off on your own. I kind of just get this feeling that your life is in major flux, pile number 2, and like every day could be different day to day to day. I do feel like this person's a little bit frustrated with things because they're like, you know, hey, I'm the 4 of Pentacles over here. I'm trying to establish something. You know, I'm trying to like whip something into shape over here. But, you know, I feel like this person doesn't want to feel like a burden to anyone. I feel like they don't want to feel like they're like, I'm not going to hold you down. I'm not going to like keep you from your independence. I'm not going to keep you from like choosing your path in life, because I feel like this person also hates it when other people try to do that to them, you know? And I think they really can appreciate your free-flowing chaotic nature, or your free-flowing like energy. You know, I think they can really appreciate it, but I also feel like, you know, this person doesn't like it, like being backed into a corner, or like every day being the same either. But I do feel like they are a little bit frustrated, okay? And I feel like I'm seeing that face of like a cartoon face. It almost looks like that face on Kool-Aid. You know, the face with the cartoon face that would be on like the packets of Kool-Aid or whatever. I feel like I'm seeing that this person may really like Kool-Aid or really like to drink it when they were younger or something. I'm just seeing, I'm also seeing the letter B, G, and C. I'm seeing BB here. BB, 2 B's, all right? And I'm also seeing somebody who likes to take their dog with them wherever they go, or puts their dog in a little basket when they're riding their bike, or likes their dog to kind of like treats their dog almost like a human. Anyway, I'm also seeing that you may be like traveling, because I'm seeing an airplane in the background. You know, this type of thing. And I feel like this person's a little like, hey, yo, what's happening? Chica, or male version of Chica, okay? Let's see what else we have going on here, all right? And I feel like with the 7 of Cups and the Queen of Cups, this person's like, I want to get lost in your world. Like, your world is interesting to me. Like, you know, show me what you got going on. Like, envelop me in your chaos. Like, pull me into your neon daydream, like this type of thing. Some of you here may sketch or do artist stuff, or like drawing things or whatever on notebooks, or some people here may be into anime or gaming or stuff like that too. I'm also seeing, but I feel like this person's like, okay, like let me in to your, you know, wicked place. I don't know why I just got that, but they're like, let me into your world, all right? Oh my God, no. Pile number 2. I can't even say this word anymore on heavily censored YouTube, but this person's got the no, you know, kitty cat blues. Do you know what I'm saying? The no pussy blues, the kitty cat, okay? That's what this song is called, and it's a song by Grinder Man, and it says, I thought I'd try another tack. I drank a liter of cognac. I threw her down upon her back, but she just laughed and said she just didn't want to. It's perfect. This person's like, I'm sexually frustrated over here, okay? And you're off in woo-woo land, and I'm over here trying to get your attention. Attention on aisle 4, okay? So... Anyway, this person's got the no kitty cat blues. We got the transits over here. So you're on the move. I feel like this person's like, you know, pile number 2 is very exciting with the Magician and the 7 of Cups. And they know that you're a really deep person, and they know that there's just things in life that are kind of like consuming you right now. And they're like, I'd really like to talk to you. I'd really like to like spend some time. We have the 8th house here and mystery. Wow. My pile number 2s. Some of you may have a very heavy 8th house. You may be having a transit to your 8th house right now. I'm seeing 55 and 46. Maybe we have some people around that age or whatever's going on, okay? But I just feel like this person is saying, you know, you've been kind of like lost in your emotional world, and some of you here may be healing, grieving, you know, going through the motions, and, you know, really like trying to, I feel some of you could be processing possibly a death of a family member. You could be processing a death of a friend, of a brother or a sister, or an untimely death in the family. Or I feel some of you have just been kind of like a little lost in your emotional world, and I get it, pile number 2. If you guys have been going through the trenches and you've been feeling real sensitive, and it's almost like, I don't want anyone to touch me. I mean, I feel like you guys are very exciting, sexually exciting people, and you're very dramatic with the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Cups in your own way. But I also just feel like with the Magician, when you get really focused on other things or really dialed into other things, you may not be as accessible, okay? I feel like this person is wondering how you're feeling. I feel like they want to talk to you. I feel like they want to ask you some things, okay? Like ask you how you're feeling, ask you how you're doing. You know, and I feel like they're trying to kind of weigh the options. Like, do I need to like really, really make it clear and really go in hard here with the Seven of Wands to kind of get your attention, or what do I kind of need to do here? Okay, and I feel like this person has maybe been a little bit frustrated, but waiting for the kind of the air to clear, or waiting to get like clarity, and then is like, okay, you know, like I'm going after it. Like I want the Queen of Cups. I'm going for it. Okay. And we have here Wrath and Mars. Oh my goodness. Okay. Well, the Seven of Wands could definitely, sure, you know, it's a Mars and Leo card. And then we have Wrath here. All right. And I'm seeing a family situation that has been particularly challenging for you, pile number 2. And I know you're all in different places with different things. You know, I feel like the way that someone was treated in your family, or the way that somebody acted, or the way that somebody was treated, was very upsetting to you, okay? I feel you're very sensitive and you care about people, pile number 2, and you want to do good for others in humanity. So when you see other people like treating people a certain way, or casting them out, or this type of thing, I feel it's very upsetting, okay? Like it's very upsetting to you, okay? And some of you could get really upset the way that people like treat the elderly, or the way that people treat, you know, disadvantaged folks, or, you know, this type of thing. I feel like you are sensitive, and lately there may have been something going on that really has you guys fired up, pile number 2, okay? And this person knows it, but they're trying to have more time with you, okay? And we have here, we have the red light special, pamper and take care of you. Okay, so this person is like, you know, hey, Queen of Cups, you know, I know things have been challenging. I know you've been, you know, really focused in on something, really concentrating your energy, trying to figure out what's going on here. But I want to give you the red light special. I want to know how you're feeling. I want to know, like, if I did approach you, or if I did try to talk to you, would you get upset? Is the timing wrong? Am I way off here? But I feel like this person is like, hey, I want to give you the red light special. We have the lightness of being, and Venus and Libra. This person really like knows that when you're in the mood, or when you're in the right mood, you're like a flowing river, and you're like, you know, very, like you're just very natural. I feel like this person is saying like your energy with theirs feels very, very natural to them. And I also feel like they want to help things be lighter for you. Like I said, some of you could be very upset with a situation in your family, or trying to take care of things, or trying to, especially with the 8th house being the house of inheritances, like if someone in your family passed and you're trying to do stuff or take care of things, and you've just had to be very dialed in with certain things here, and focused inward. I feel like this person's like, let me help you relax, okay? Like, let me help you, like, you know, let me give you a massage. Let me, they're like, let me turn you out, you know, this type of thing. But they're like, hey, you know, let me rub your shoulders. Let me massage you. Let's go to the spa. Let's do a spa day. Let's take it easy, okay? And I feel like this person's like, and I feel this person's sick of work. They may be sick and tired of work lately. They may feel like, oh my God, I've just had so many responsibilities, and, you know, they may be taking care of things as well here. And they're like, I just feel so light and carefree and like happy when I'm with pile number 2. And it just makes me want to do nice things for pile number 2, okay? And you guys, you know, with the Seven of Cups here, you guys may not know how you feel all the time. Your feelings about this situation may be kind of shifting a lot, and you may be very like variable with regard to like how you're feeling. And, you know, you may be very mutable with regard to how you're feeling. Like one day it's this thing and one thing it's the next thing. Okay. And I feel like this person is saying they'd like to talk to you with the Magician. They'd like you to kind of, I mean, I feel like they understand what's going on. They just want to be, as the Little Mermaid would say, part of your world, okay? And they just like, you know, you. And I feel like they just feel light, happy, and free when they're with you. But I also feel like a lot of you have been feeling, you know, the opposite of light, happy, and free with the 8th house here and some of the deep emotions that you've been feeling. Okay, so the timing is a little off, but I also feel like this person is like trying to help or trying to, you know, they're very protective of you, at least, is what I'm seeing here too, okay? And we have here, you're like, how am I supposed to care about this person's needs when I'm going through all this stuff? Hey, I get it, pile number 2. I get it. I also feel like, you know, they're hungry for you, pile number 2, but, you know, you seem very, you know, busy with some things, I guess. You know, you seem not to laugh, but it's like, yeah, I think you got a lot going on. I think you got some stuff going on in your world, and it's like never ending sometimes. There may be never ending interruptions as you're trying to focus and concentrate on things, okay? So, so we have card number 30 here, release and let go, and it's coming out under this 8th house. So some of you here with this Wrath and Mars card, you may have been very upset and angry with the way that somebody was treated, like you were treated or somebody in your family was treated, okay? And you're like, I gotta take a deep breath. I gotta do some breathing exercises over here, okay, with the Magician. I need to focus and concentrate my energy, meditate, focus on one thing at a time, do my breath work, okay? And, you know, really wanting to get into this lightness of being and being able to release and let go. And that's what we see in the 8th house is like the need to release and let go, okay? And I feel like this person's like, let me help you. You know, I'm sure it's like a little bit, you know, on the sexual side too as well, pile number 2. Let me help you release and let go of all the negativity and let me bring you a sense of, you know, lightness of being, and I will take care of you and I will pamper you, okay? So this person really, I feel like, you know, in wanting to do that for you or wanting to do that with you, okay? And, you know, pile number 2, I just have to say with the Magician, the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Cups in the 8th house, for those of you that have dealt with, you know, a lot, and maybe even had some panic attacks and or have gone through like extreme mental anguish, I'm sending a big hug for you, pile number 2, for healing, okay? And I feel like some of you here are healers yourselves, and the experiences that you have are gonna really form you into the powerful magician that you're becoming. And, you know, you guys may be the ones like leading things or leading retreats or, you know, leading meditations or doing this type of thing at some point because of all the knowledge you've accumulated through your life, through the hardships, through the suffering, through the struggle, okay? And I do feel like this person, you know, here's the thing, pile number 2, right? Like, if this person has an expectation of, you know, hey, I need to get my needs met, like sexually or whatever, you know, then it's not the time for that right now. I mean, I'm all for you. Like if they're just focused on me, I gotta get, you know, I have a driving need here with Mars to kind of get my sexual needs met. I just kind of feel like for you guys, you're needing like something lighter and easier, because I feel anything too much is maybe pushing you over the edge too much, okay? So this person, there's got to be a bit of a balance here between, like, you know, I mean, I feel this is a general reading, so you guys are going to know. Do you feel pressured, or do you feel like this person's expecting something in return, or are they just genuinely trying to help you feel good and take care of you with no expectation on the other side of it? Okay, so that's kind of what I'm getting at, pile number 2. And hopefully, you know, it's a general reading, so I just want you to, like, you're very sensitive right now. I don't want you to feel pressured into anything. I don't want you to feel like, you know, I mean, I'm all for there are people there wanting to help you and pamper you, but if they're like very frustrated and want something in return, then it's like, okay, they need to take it down a notch. Okay, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Now, let me go ahead and get one last word of advice here for my pile number 2s. Word of advice for pile number 2, please. Word of advice. All right. There it is. There it be, pile number 2, okay? We have here biting through. Oh my goodness, biting through. Taking decisive action, restoring order. Force applied with sensitivity. Yeah, that's the 7 of Wands and the Queen of Cups. Like, you know, I also think pile number 2, if you guys have been bending for a lot of other people or have been adjusting constantly daily just for other people, I also feel like this is kind of the time to maybe show a little bit of teeth. If there's some things that need to be laid out on the line as far as what's going on in your life, maybe at work, at home, with family, etc., it's time to restore order and apply force with sensitivity. And you guys with the Queen of Cups, you guys have the ability to do that. But I also think with the Magician and the 7 of Cups, it's time to make up your mind on something and then apply it with force, but also be sensitive and loving. And I feel like this person is also kind of trying to do the same, like trying to let you know, like strongly and intently, that they're interested, but also trying to be sensitive to what you're going through right now. Because some of you, your minds may be a little bit like cluttered right now with the 7 of Cups. You may be a little bit unsure of what you want, but I do feel like as you get deeper into your sensitivity and you get some time and space to really feel your feelings, I feel like then you can take decisive action. So you're going to restore order and through force applied with sensitivity, justice, tenacious devotion to a task. And I really see that with the Magician. I really, really do. In the 7 of Wands, like a tenacious devotion to a particular task, okay? And everybody needs a little bit of release. You know, if you've been working real hard or you've been really trying to make stuff happen, everybody does need to feel like a little bit of things feeling lighter, and to be able to like let go of something for 5 minutes and feel a sense of relief, okay? And that feeling of, I feel like you guys spend a lot of time caring about others. So, you know, it's nice when someone can like pamper and take care of you, okay, pile number 2? But if there is something that you do need to take decisive action on it, Spirit's like, go ahead and do it. Rip off the Band-Aid and go for it. You're gonna be sensitive. You always are. You have great instincts with the Queen of Cups and the Magician. Your only thing is overthinking or trying to anticipate everyone's feelings or reactions to what it is that you're doing. At some point, you just have to bite through the red tape and do it, and then let it go and feel free, okay? So that is what I am getting for you, my pile number 2s. Feel free, my darlings, and I hope to see you again real soon. Take care. Let's move on to pile number 3. Okay. All right. Pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the orange, and today's reading is called Stay With Me, because you're all I need. Their thoughts and feelings, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get into it today for my gorgeous, amazing pile number 3s. Thank you for showing up to your reading, and let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. I don't know why I just got the word Barbie doll in blue. Maybe somebody had a Barbie doll with blue hair, or like to color their Barbie doll's hairs like different color. Or maybe somebody here works as a hairdresser or works in the beauty industry, but I just got the word baby doll as well. So maybe somebody is like super into that. All right. I just got an image of Gwen Stefani saying, "Girl, you've got some wicked style." Okay. It's from that song, What Are You Waiting For? Okay. So I feel like some of you are in a comeback phase right now in your life, and it's like, Spirit's like, what are you waiting for? Okay, Gwen Stefani is a Libra, I believe, last time I looked. Anyway, last time I looked. Maybe some of you in this reading are Libra people, or you've got Libra in your chart, but I mean, yeah, I feel like some of you have big dreams, or maybe you're like, you know, you watched a rom-com or something when you're younger, and you're like, I want that life. That life is gonna be me. Okay, and very cool, pile number 3. Let's see what else. Because I'm seeing one of those shows where like somebody lives in New York City and like is living the dream life, or, you know, is like independent, doing their thing. I'm kind of feeling that vibe. Pile number 3, okay. Maybe some of you have a connection to New York City or from there or whatever. Have a lover there. Let's see. Let's see. I'm also seeing the 13th circled on a calendar, okay? So it could be something about Friday the 13th. Maybe you were talking. I don't think we have a Friday the 13th coming up for a while, but it could just be the 13th of March. I'm recording this on the 9th of March. So this could be something coming up or something coming up on the 13th of the month, but I am seeing that, okay? I am hearing something about somebody emceeing something or DJing or emceeing something. All right, maybe you guys got booked for an event, or you got to go to some event or whatever. I don't think wedding season started yet, has it? Pile number 3. Maybe you guys are headed to a party or something, but anyway. I just heard somebody calling someone a pretentious little bitch or something like that. I don't know. Maybe you guys got in a fight with someone recently, or I don't know, pile number 3 with a friend or something. But let's go ahead and see. Stay with me. Their thoughts and feelings. That's funny. Their thoughts and feelings for my pile number 3s. Maybe people thought you were stuck up or something back in the day, but you're actually like super cool. Pile number 3, let's go ahead and see. Stay with, okay, that's gonna be it right there. All right. Ooh, we have the Magician on the bottom of the deck. You know, we had the Magician in the prior reading as well, so very cool. I'm just gonna go ahead and pull over the cards here. I'm just gonna pull those covers over our head and make a little fort and pretend we're in it together. Okay, pile number 3, let's go ahead and see. The Star, wow, magnifico, magnificent. How many languages could I say that in? We have the Knight of Swords. Somebody here may be good with languages as well. That's a lot of air energy already out the gate with the Magician, Mercury, the Star card, Aquarius, the Knight of Swords, Aquarius. So we got a lot of, you know, aqua here going on. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Ooh, all right. Somebody who doesn't want to miss the train or miss the boat with you. And the Ace of Pentacles actually came up in pile number 1 as well. So fascinating. Okay. And we have the 7 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like this person is like, you know, I don't want to miss out on my opportunity with pile number 3. Okay. So I need to get a move on here. I need to really say something. I'm not sure how to make the first move, or I'm not sure what I should do, but I feel the need to kind of like say something here. And I feel like this person doesn't want to say anything stupid, because I feel like this person thinks that you're very smart. Okay, pile number 3, like, you know, they think that you're like a very, you know, intelligent individual. Some of you, you know, you may speak multiple languages, you may love different cultures. Some of you may have like traveled or have dreams of going and traveling different places. Okay. I mean, I just feel like you guys are coming through, you know, as like a high level, unique type of a person that they haven't really pursued before. So I think you've got them off their game a little bit here. And I think normally with the Knight of Swords, they just kind of go for it. I feel like they don't really think twice about like what they should do or what they should say. But I also feel like you're a little bit different. So I feel like this person's like, how should I approach this? Okay. And I mean, I feel like you guys may have dealt with people in the past who kind of ran from commitment. Maybe you weren't particularly ready for commitment at certain points in your life. I feel like you're very self-sufficient, and you're a very, like, you're okay with being alone. You're very self-sufficient. You're very independent, like I described, or you have the ability to be very independent and to do your own thing. Okay. And I feel like this person, and maybe that's your dream as well with the Star card. Maybe that's your dream to, like, you know, and I feel like you guys could be very focused on your dreams right now and making a big dream or making something really important, you know, happen for you. Okay. And, you know, there could be some timing concerns with the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups, because it's like a little bit, I feel like this person's having a hard time. You know, should I take my time? Should I say something? Like, what should I do? I do feel like this person is wanting to come across as like non-flaky, but the Knight of Swords and the Seven of Cups can be a little bit like flaky. This person, and maybe there's been at times too that, and when I say flaky, I don't necessarily mean like, I'm not meaning in a bad way or like a devious way. I don't think, pile number 3, it's more just like, well, what do you want? Like, what it is, like, what is it that you're looking for? And I feel like this person's looking for something very, very organic, you know, and they do like somebody that makes them think and keeps them on their toes. And they may like somebody who's a little bit of a moving target, or somebody who isn't automatically falling at their feet. Do you know what I'm saying, pile number 3? And maybe you have that right, you know, balance of somebody who's like truly living in their own world and doing their own thing and very cool and independent and free spirited and all of that. And this person's like, hey, you know, I'm liking the vibes. I'm liking the energy. It's not like, it's maybe not usually what they go for. You may be something different to them, pile number 3, but I also feel like this person's just like, you know, at the end of the day, they're going to say what needs to be said, because they don't want to miss the chance with you. You know, that's the thing, right? And they may have been tiptoeing around or pussyfooting around a little bit, you know, that's saying a little bit. They may have been doing that a little bit, tentative, like, you know, the Ace of Pentacles with the Seven of Cups. It's a little tentative. It's a, you know, the Ace of Pentacles is a solid, strong beginning, you know, but it has to be very organic and very sincere. And it's almost neutral is a word that I'm getting. Okay, so I feel like this person's like, should I be kind of like neutral and friendly, or should I like express more, okay? So interesting. Pile number 3, you got them up in their head a little bit, I feel, okay? But no doubt with the Ace of Pentacles that something like very organic and real has been sparked between you two. But it's kind of like with the Seven of Cups, questioning, what do I want this to ultimately be? Or what do I ultimately see in this connection, okay? All right. Woof. Pile number 3. Your song for your reading is called My Song Number 5 by a group called HAIM, HAIM. They're a Los Angeles all-girl band, and I actually met their parents at a party one time. It's pretty funny. But this song, I love the lyrics from this song. You guys are very independent, and you know, words matter and what people say matter. And I feel like you guys don't like liars, pile number 3, at all, okay? Because this says here, I've been lied to, so what's the truth? Question mark. Now I'm not going to hide it all. Keep it all in from you. You've been lying. So honey, I'm not your honey pie, okay? I love those lyrics. Honey, I'm not your honey pie. All right. And I love that, like Aquarius, you know, star card, like, you know, hey, I recognize my value and my worth. I know what I want. I know what I'm seeking for. And I know the truth, you know. With the Magician too, it's like I can see into myself and I know my intentions and I know my heart. And, you know, I also just feel like some of you guys could have at times, like in relationships, you knew what was up or you knew what was going on, but you might have kept it to yourself because you didn't want to disturb the peace of the relationship. Okay, but I feel a lot of you here have gotten, you know, this song is called My Song 5. Okay, so it's like, this is my song and I'm not going to keep everything inside anymore. Okay. So that's very interesting because we have the Star card with the Knight of Swords. Two very different approaches to Aquarius energy for sure. Both cards representing Aquarius. One is more internal, the Star card, more meditative, more internal, more quiet and peaceful within in order to seek the truth. But then the Knight of Swords is also like, no, I'm going to say what I'm going to say. Like, I'm not going to keep it. I'm not going to hold it all in and keep it from you. I am going to flat out say how I'm feeling, okay? So I feel like this person's trying to get a read on you with the 7 of Cups. And let's go ahead and see. I also hope they're like, I hope I didn't say anything weird, okay? Especially with the Magician on the bottom of the deck, representing Mercury, the planet of communication. There's a lot of communication stuff in here. It's like, God, I hope I didn't say anything weird, okay? We have the 2nd house and resources, okay? And this person could have been saying, you know, I'm too busy. I got too much going on. Or you may be saying that as well, okay? Like, hey, I've got a lot happening in my life. I've got a lot of work I need to get done. I'm pursuing a lot of my material goals here with the Ace of Pentacles. And I mentioned you guys being very independent and all that stuff in the beginning. It's like, yeah, I'm trying to save up my resources and make smart decisions, okay? You and this person, you may be in kind of different places in your life, but let's see what else we have here. We have the North Node and future. Okay, this person really thinking about their money, their finances, their work, what it is that makes sense for them. Okay, so this reading is about their feelings as well. And I feel like you guys are saying, you know what, if they're not interested, I don't really want to hang on to their feelings. I just want to do me then, okay? And I get that. We have card 34 and 40 here. Okay, so we could have a 6-year age difference, and there may be some age difference in this connection. I'm also seeing 7 here, so we could have a 6 or 7 year age difference. And, somebody who feels like time is running out for accomplishing the goals that they want and is trying to like really push hard. Okay. But I also feel like this person doesn't want to miss out on an opportunity with you. I feel like they also don't want to, I feel like they're trying to, I feel like with the Seven of Cups, they might be saying, do I have time to pursue a relationship right now? Because I feel like a lot of them are trying to move up the ladder, or some of them may have their own businesses or be self-employed and are really steeped in the hustle. Okay. I also feel like somebody could be going back to school or considering going back to school with the North Node and the Ace of Pentacles. Like I feel somebody has the North Node in astrology is associated, Rahu is associated with the element of air and Jyotisha, and it's desiring. Rahu is the head of the snake and it has no body, and it's desiring things, okay? And it's like, this person desiring a romantic relationship that starts off very organically, possibly like a friendship, while at the same time allows them to pursue their material goals, okay? I do feel like this person with the second house is an Artha house, which has to do with material considerations and security and providing for your family, or providing for yourself or your bounty, your resources. So they're very like, trying to think about their investments or their next move or increasing their work. Okay. And, the thing I want to know, pile number 3, is where do you fit in this? And I'm sure you may have asked yourself this question too. And I kind of feel like you guys have your own thing going on anyway. Okay. Or you're connecting with I feel you guys are on a spiritual path right now, and you're really connecting. You're trying to connect to your higher purpose and go after what makes sense for you too. Okay. But I also kind of feel like you and this person, to me, are coming across as maybe being on a little bit different paths, or not necessarily like completely plugged into each other. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like they're pursuing their goals, you're pursuing your goals, and it's like, okay, like this spark happened between us very organically. Maybe you guys met through, customers or associations or work or something like that. But, it's like, hey, this whole thing happened very organically. We met and there was a spark between us, and no doubt we've got some things in common, but like, where does this relationship kind of like fit in? Okay. Or like, how does this fit into our lives? I kind of feel there's questions about that. And, with so much air energy in this reading, I feel like it's kind of overthinking. You know what I mean? There's overthinking happening here too, clouding things up. It's like, let's just let it happen organically, right? With the Ace of Pentacles. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. Ace of Pentacles with the North Node, right? Like, if it's meant to be, then it'll take root. If it's not, then it'll float away into the oblivion. And I kind of feel like, you guys need to be real focused on your health, your vitality, your sense of purpose, your sense of individuality. I feel like all these things are highly important for you right now. We have here surrendering and Saturn. Yeah, okay. And this is where somebody constantly is taking off or constantly leaving. In the background, we can see the moon eclipsing the sun, and Spirit just reminding you guys to hang on to the things that are important to you and to stay focused on the things that are truly magnificent for you, okay? That just have to do with you and not everybody else, okay? And there may have been times when this person was like, I've got to go, I've got a work trip, or sorry, I have to leave again, or sorry, I can't come, plans changed, or sorry, I already told you that I had to leave. Now you're mad about it. I can't believe you're mad. And I feel like some of you are like, is this another goddamn excuse? You know what I mean? And with Saturn, you guys may be a little bit sick of it, and you might be like, hey, this reading is called Stay With Me, and you see this person walking out the door with a suitcase. So, maybe there was one time when you were like, I want this person to stay with me. I want them to actually stick around for 5 minutes and do the freaking work, And it's kind of like, with Saturn, we can get into some bitterness or some resentment as well. Ressentiment, as they say. And French, I think that's French. I don't know. Anyway, but I just feel like, and she's dressed up like she's a full-on CEO, or she's real classy looking. Okay, we may have some Capricorns here too. Capricorn, Aquarius energy. 7 of Cups, Scorpio. Some of you may have Scorpio in your chart. Anyway, it's just like, you know what? I feel like some of you guys here are saying, hey, I am not going to wait around for this biatch forever, okay? I got shit to do. I got things to do. I got my eye on the prize. I got to stay focused on my dreams, my goals, my reality, my vitality, my health. And I can't let this person, when they come and go, keep feeling like they're eclipsing me, or keep feeling like alone, or feeling like they're cutting me off, or feeling like I'm not important to this person, okay? And that's why this whole thing comes in. I've been lied to, so what's the truth? Saturn really having to do with truth. Now, I'm not going to hide it all, keep it all in from you, okay? So you tell this person, hey, I don't like this, get back on the page or get off the page type of thing. Get on the train or get off the train. And this person may have a little bit of an attitude where they're like, fine, I'm getting off the train. And it's like, okay, like, cool. And you guys may feel like if I talk to this person or approach them or try to like nail them down to something or get some type of a commitment or something, they're going to turn around and walk right out the door. Or they're going to get pissed off and accuse me of whatever, or holding them back from their dreams. And it's like, who needs it? All right. This reading is different than the other two piles. This is very, very different. And, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, there's one point at a time when I wished upon a star that this person would stick around, but they like to run off, or they're always got something going on, something other than me and them, okay? And I feel like you guys are sick of it. And some of you here with the Ace of Pentacles and 7 of Cups, you may be saying, you know what, I don't want to live like this forever. I'm going to open my heart up to other people or other options or different things, because yeah, I'm not about this life, okay? We have flashback and sexual memories. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, this person is clearly, and the 7 of Cups is a Venus and Scorpio card. I mean, it is about that fire of desire and not being able to decide what to do with your needs and your wants and your desires, but yet you have them. Okay, because I think it is very organic here with the Ace of Pentacles for you two to kind of be together. I do feel there could be, a nice vibe, like sexually, or this person has very fond memories of it or is thinking about it. All right. They may be looking at pictures of you or having memories of you. And, I don't know, like their memories or their desire for you, cool. But like, what are they doing in reality to further the connection, right? Ace of Pentacles, North Node. Like what steps are they taking then? If they're having all these memories and flashbacks, and maybe you guys are thinking of that too and going, all right then. All right. And then we have here card 33, the pain hidden by luxury. Okay. So this pursuit of, resources, money, dreams, goals, whatever, modern day luxuries, you know what I mean? Like providing us with some comfort. I'm also seeing a glass of wine here. Okay. So somebody who maybe likes to have a couple glasses of wine or whatever. You know, we see somebody's like pearl necklace is like flung on the floor, somebody who has very nice clothes or is doing well for themselves, but is feeling unseen or feeling unregarded, okay? And this card is Venus and Leo. So, I mean, imagine not some of you may have Leo in your chart too as well, but like imagine, or Venus and Leo, but just imagine not being treated like, can you imagine like Venus and Leo wanting to be appreciated, wanting to feel like a person sees you and appreciates you and what you're doing and appreciates you as, you know, appreciates your beauty and your form and your grace and who you are, and then feeling like that person doesn't care or feel, you know what I mean? And I am with the Saturn and the Venus sensing like some rejection, because we have Venus right next to Saturn here. And it's like, you know, I'm irritated. Like I have my material needs fulfilled, or I have what I need, but I don't really have what I need in the terms of, you know, in the terms of endearment, or the terms of someone to love and care about, or the terms of sharing a life with someone that feels meaningful, okay? And yeah, pile number 3. And I think, you know, there's more here possibly than, and I love the orange blanket or the orange dress that she's wearing, and I love the reddish colored hair too. It's very pretty. And your guys' hair may look very pretty up, or like when you wear it up. But I mean, I just feel like if you're hiding pain, you know, it says here, now I'm not going to hide it and keep it all from you. Okay? Honey, I'm not your honey pie. You can't treat me like that. All right? So I'm definitely seeing that here, and, you know, kind of surrendering to the truth. And maybe you guys are going to be telling this person with the Knight of Swords, hey, you know, yeah, I do have an affinity for you. Yeah, I do enjoy you. But if you don't, you know, get it together, then I don't have anything for you. Now, and I'm feeling you guys are actually mature, you know, like I kind of feel you guys are mature about the way that you look at love. And, you know, I feel like you guys have a lot to offer when it comes to love. So I just don't want to see you, you know, throwing it away on little boy Peter Pan types that don't know how to act. You know what I'm saying? Or little girl Peter Pan types that don't know how, Peter, you know, I guess it would be Tinkerbells that don't know how to act, okay? Like, I feel you guys deserve a lot more than that, pile number 3. We have inspiration and wisdom. Wow. And I just mentioned how you guys are mature and how I think you guys know stuff and how you're smart. And look at the pile of books. In Tune with the Infinite and the Magician, okay? Some of you here may be studying, learning, taking classes, improving your knowledge in some way, for work, going after something, okay? But I also just feel you guys are in tune. Not only are you more in tune with yourself and admitting the truth to yourself, but you're also in tune with the universe, okay? And the Star card really indicates that, in tune with the infinite, in tune with your intuition, in tune with who you are and what you need, okay? And, you know, I'm okay with you guys being like, hey, Ace of Pentacles, North Node, if it's meant to be, it'll be. But I just don't want to see you guys like burying yourself or, you know, putting yourself on the sidelines saying, well, if it'll meant to be, it'll be. I also feel like you guys, with the Magician on the bottom of the deck, you do need to be more active, more creative, and more yang about your love life, and kind of like dropping, you know, I mean, sure, okay, they come around, whatever. But I also just feel like you guys being out there and kind of moving and shaking a little bit more when it comes to your love life, or maybe trying to kind of meet different people or talk with different people or get to know different people could be very nice for you. Even if it's just as friends to talk and get to know people, okay? And I feel like you guys are saying, yeah, I used to concentrate my energy on just one thing or one person, but now I'm more like open-minded to things. I'm seeing that with the Star card, okay? And I think that's good. I think having an open mind and a fresh start and, you know, arming yourself with good knowledge is a good place to start, okay? So let's go ahead and see. Let's go ahead and see what's the final advice here for pile number 3. What's the final advice for my pile? You should be proud of yourself, pile number 3. You've come a long way, okay, with your knowledge and with what you're doing and what you know and the way you see things. You really have. So let's come here. Come, as we would say, pile number 3, and let's see. We have deliverance. Oh my God. Look at the lightning and the rain. Oh, wow. Deliverance, release, okay? Relief, a fresh approach. Yeah, I was just talking about that. Taking a fresh approach to your love life and to the way you see things. And it brings a sense of release and relief to you. Liberation from obstruction. Yes, Saturn, obstruction, feeling tied to the past, weighed down by it, you know, unable to change, unable to move, just stuck, you know, deliverance from that. Liberation from obstruction, finding a solution, and exhilaration. And I love that because the Star card is definitely a problem-solving type of a card, and it is about finding the deeper solution within, and then the exhilaration that you feel when you finally come to the knowledge of what it is that you want and need and what you want to do and pursue, okay? And that's what Spirit wants you to focus on right now, is the changes happening in your life. Some of you may be having Uranus transits right now with the lightning here, but if your life has been upset and up and down and different things happening, just chalk it up to the gods, you know, coughing and shaking and dancing up in those skies, trying to deliver you and bring deliverance into your life and bring release and relief and exhilaration, okay? So pile number 3, that is what I am getting for you, my loves. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. I hope everybody enjoyed their reading today. I'd love to hear your comments or feedback. Take care.